What is up, everybody? This is Mark the Mike, and this is another The Wrestling Babble podcast by Wrestling Inc. I'm Mark the Mike. I'm joined by Louis Beans.
What is up? What is up?
And goddamn, we got a lot to talk about. A lot of crazy shit happened this week.
Mm-hmm.
We have people ringing on doors and punching people in the face. Two
Must
people getting
deserve.
fired.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
People getting released from their contracts, sadly.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot more releases from WWE. I think they have a ton of releases within the last 2 years. And they actually they kind of like talked about what they're planning to do and the reason why they're letting a lot of people go as it is. But you know what? Might be a blessing in disguise for some of them.
Listen, I hope so.
Yeah. But, it's sad to hear. I never like to hear someone getting let go or getting fired or whatnot, but this shit happens. And then I'm hearing also, I'm waiting for the podcast. I'm waiting for the people to join certain people's podcasts and then really talk about what's going on. Because we have rumors of people are not being vaccinated, and that was a big shit. And I was like, I don't even want to go into that part. But there was also, like, I understand some of them haven't been on TV at all. Which makes sense. It's like, yeah, if you're not gonna be used, might as well let me go and do my own thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so there's a lot of talk. We have a lot of things to talk about, and and then people knocking on doors and beating people up.
Hell yeah. Let's start off with the I call him what should you say, the Wrestling Babble Man of the Week.
Yeah.
Shout outs to Ulysses Diaz, the boyfriend of Dana Brooke. Yes, he is an accomplished mixed martial artist. He's a boxer and all that. But listen, I'm mad that he got arrested for doing what he did. I'm just saying. So what ended up happening was he got arrested for punching an online troll in the mouth when I believe he drove to the man's house and knocked on his door and found out who he was and knocked him out. So that's awesome. That's all I gotta say. If y'all remember, which movie was it?
It's on Bob Strike Back.
It was Strike Back? Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Hell yeah.
Yeah, it was James Silent Bob Strike Back. And that was when they got the money for the movie. That's exactly what they did. They ran around the world and beat the shit out of people that talk shit.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, some people deserve an ass whooping. Like they're internet tough people.
A lot of people.
Yeah.
What social media has taught me anything, a lot of people need an ass whooping. Just saying.
Yeah. Some people just need an ass whooping. And this guy got it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Probably got it in style. Dude probably showed up in a 3-piece suit and whooped his ass. Who knows?
That shit's crazy. But yeah.
Shout outs to him. I saw bad people saying, yo, I want to pay his bail personally. Shout outs to them.
Hey, sometimes, like, people, it's annoying to see that shit, to be honest. Mm-hmm. Anyway, another sad news of WWE had a big releasing party, pretty much, of just letting people go. So the list of people that got released this week was Nia Jax, Eva Marie, Mia Yim, Harry Smith, Keith Lee, Karrion Kross, Lindsay Dorado, Grand Metalik, Jet Rama, Karina Cortez. Y'all just used her from Mexico. That's some fucked up shit. Mm-hmm. Trey Baxter, Zeta Reamer, Jesse Kamea. Yeah. B-Fab, Oni Larkin, Ember Moon, Frankie Monet, and Scarlett.
Bordeaux.
Mm-hmm. Yes. And Scarlett. So anyone that was like mostly NXT people got 30 days, but there's some that goes into the 90 days. Maybe it's the years that you have on your contract, and that's what changes that. I don't know. I am not a WWE person. I'm not though contract wise, but I honestly think there are some that I honestly like. B-Fab needed a lot of work, and I think she shouldn't have enough development. She need work. Some of them should have just stood like in the performance center working on their skills like that. But she was actually I think she worked with Hit Row really good. Just don't have her wrestle. But you hyped that team up, and now they're missing someone, and I just fucked that up.
One week after they debut,
yeah,
That's the thing that bothers me is the timing of this is terrible. It's
Yeah.
like why did they make these moves
Yeah.
and do these things to certain people, put them in positions? I'm sure, like you and many other people probably were not expecting this. That's the thing.
Yeah.
There's no notice. It's just sorry, we gotta let you go. That's the part that when it's a business, I understand. But
Yeah.
when you use that to justify bad practices,
Yeah.
is when I can't rock with you. So I think once again, a lot of these people need a union. Is because how much power does any of the higher ups actually have when on a Monday or a Friday
Yeah.
nobody shows up? So
Yeah.
what happens if nobody shows up to work? Because you've
Yeah.
been treating their friends bad. Come
You
on,
gonna get
man.
Vince McMahon versus
But you understand what I'm saying?
yeah, Kevin Dunn.
Because, I mean,
Put them to work.
I mean, you know what I'm saying? It's that's the type of thing that I need to, I believe that this situation shows
Yeah.
more and more. It needs to be a thing.
I actually
That's all.
I feel like people are gonna be more second guessing signing with WWE now.
I hope so.
Unless the like it's like a guarantee. I think they're gonna have to get a clause of guarantee. If I do these months dates, you cannot terminate my contract unless I agree with it, kind of thing.
Yeah, yeah.
Like I think of it
Because
like I think of it like football. I think of it like a basketball. And like honestly, you get
Yeah,
roster cuts all the
yeah.
time, and
Yes.
that's the way it is. Like and then someone's let go is probably someone else's gain, kind of thing. But yeah, I see it like that. Like I understand, but you know what? But then it makes them look bad too. Like yeah, you're saying on budget cuts, you need to save this, you need to save that, but you're doing like fucking Saudi Arabia shows and you're getting paid for those shows. Like I think WWE has a profit, like a higher profit this year than last year. And until 2021 was one of their 2020 was one of their most successful years. It's fucking that's ridiculous to hear, especially with the amount of talent like that. But I see them shortening the roster a bit, tightening it up a bit, and they're gonna focus on the ones that they have and develop the ones they have. There's some people that I'm seeing that's getting kind of that push a little bit and like getting some more time, like King Xavier Woods finally got his own fucking theme music after 8 years in fucking WWE. And things like that. So there's things that could be positive for that. And then there's some negativity, just the fact that, yeah, that just, like, Keith Lee was you building a new character. I honestly did not care for it. Like, I hated the fucking promo for him. He's going to slink his claws into him. Who's going to sink his claws next?
You're right.
Karrion Kross, they fucking butchered him. Triple H had it perfect. He made them like natural born killers. And then he went to WWE and he became a gladiator, a fucking SMM gladiator.
Yeah.
So it's sad, but I think the people that have gotten released, there's a lot of talent in that pool. A lot. Finland, say Dorado, Grand Metalik. Grand Metalik easily. There you go. He going back to Mexico. He's set. He's fine.
Yes.
Let's say Dorado. He's an American dude. He's from Puerto Rico. He's a Puerto Rican. I see him still getting strong. I actually always thought he was very underrated. I feel like they didn't use him for anything much of his potential.
They didn't know what to do with the three of those guys. Like Kalisto, I felt he became a token.
Yeah.
He became their token luchador to replace Ray. And then when Ray came back, they found nothing to do for him.
Yeah.
But it makes me sad that they had three of them in one group, when if you had them fight against each other and whatnot in competitive matches, you know, dude, it could have been awesome. Any of those guys versus Rey Mysterio. I'm just saying.
Yeah. That was like banging
Wasted.
my fucking hallway. I don't know what the fuck that was.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Anyway, wasted.
Yeah, it was wasted potential. Like I remember when Kalisto got let go, and I wrote on Twitter, like, it's a damn shame that you and Rey Mysterio was on the same roster for a whole year, and y'all did not touch gloves once. That's a damn shame. And let's say Dorado and Kalisto, you actually had that building up in the tension in that tag team, and they never fought. You had a storyline there.
They don't know what to do.
Yeah.
Like, once again, with certain people, and they don't try. They give up very easily.
I feel like I feel like the writers are two TV writers and not no wrestling writer, so you never really get that full build. Hence, Survivor Series build up right now, it's nothing. Like honestly, I'm like adding things to hoping that's the build up for it, but there's literally nothing building for Survivor Series whatsoever. I give AEW credit because they've been building full gear for the last 3 weeks. Like they actually been building that pay per view.
Yes.
So like that's a big difference, and like people are gonna get tired, and people are gonna get tired of watching because you guys are not, because people are more. Honestly, I'll say wrestling fans now are more fans of the wrestlers than the actual company. If they're fans of the wrestlers, that's when they watch. If not, if they're not on TV, they'll watch something else.
Agree.
So it's a big thing. Karrion Kross, I could see him anywhere. I would love to see Keith Lee in New Japan. That's my personal tease. I would love to see him versus like Jeff Cobb.
Yeah.
And shit like that. I could definitely see AEW with Keith Lee as well, because they don't have no main event African American person at all.
You're right.
They got Hobbs and Scorpion Sky. That's it.
And they're both busy. That's the thing. They literally. I mean, it's not like you can't say they don't have them on television every week, and they're not.
But they're not in that main event position.
Exactly.
They're not fighting for that AEW championship. And honestly, to be honest with you, AEW kind of races with the champions. They ain't got every single champion was white right now. Just saying.
Well, listen. Like you can't.
Besides Lucha
can't. No, Merc, you can't do that. Brett was Canadian. He's not just a white guy. You can't just do that. You gotta just be distinct. Canadians are different. I'm sorry.
Jericho's white. Jericho lives in Tampa. Jericho lived in Tampa more than he lived in Canada.
But that's true. But I'm just saying.
And Omega says he's from South Carolina.
Okay, they claim him. He claims them.
I'm just saying though, like you could get different aspects of different rings. At least, like Impact, we had like Pentagon Jr. win the world title, and now Moose is the world champion. It's like a different flavor of characters and whatnot. And I think Keith Lee could add that.
We have Bobby Lashley, and we have all the girls. We got Sasha. We got It's
WWE is doing
Bianca. Like it's real.
Yeah,
it's real showcase of different diverse talents. Yes, but I was just joking. I'm just saying, man, Canadians, man. Respect.
They don't say they're from Canada no more.
Listen, they ain't saying they from here.
Yeah, they are.
And they real life, they ain't saying they from on TV, sure, because they make money. But in real life, nah, man.
Yeah, but it's crazy. Like, I just want, like, I think Keith Lee would be a good addition to AEW, especially with their style, and he could be that dominant big man that they don't have. They don't really have many big men that are that dominant.
But you just made me think of something. Him in New Japan, not just Jeff Cobb. It's him versus Shingo, man. Come on, man.
Shingo, fucking
Pitbull, like all the big burly dudes. Like,
Okada.
Let's go. Yeah, why not?
Fucking Buddy Matthews fighting Okada.
Yeah,
I'm excited for that. I actually gotta check that out. But yeah, like I could see Karrion Kross. I actually could see Karrion Kross and Scarlett in AEW, but I could see them going back to Impact Wrestling too, because they left in good terms. Same thing with Keith Lee. Same thing with Impact is going. I think I would like to see most of the girls go to Impact, like Ember Moon.
Yeah, that would be fun.
And I think her husband works at Impact, so it makes sense.
Okay, cool.
So I wouldn't mind seeing Ember Moon in Impact. There's a lot of talent there. There's a lot of openings. Independent wrestling is doing great right now. I think it's in a new point that independent shows are selling out everywhere. Even if it's like a one or two like top stars. You can even not have to be a top star. Like Buddy Murphy was headlining that one I went to, and it was sold out.
Yeah,
that's so good. People want to see these talents actually be used the way they should be used, and 100%. Like I think there's a lot of opportunities out there now than it was before.
You know what I think we forget about, or at least a lot of a lot of smarter quote unquote wrestling fans forget is that the independents are thriving because people don't just want to see characters.
Yeah.
they respect the art of wrestling, so they want to see people wrestle.
And there's different styles too. Like people,
Exactly.
GCW. Look at GCW right now.
So like that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Just because the TV part of it is booming right now, right?
Mm-hmm.
There's two big companies on television every week. There's
4.
three. There's well, no, well,
No, 3.
one of
Well,
those.
2 are minor.
Yeah, because Impact is a smaller one, but even
Yeah.
there, they're like the channel they're on is not like
Yeah.
basic cable.
Yeah,
It's not
that's
basic
true.
TV. But my thing is like, there's so much to see on television, right? But that's the grand stage, the characters, the alongside the wrestling, the presentation, the pomp and circumstance. But you want to see people. A lot of people still want to see them and their little dirgy, the dingy little what do we call it? The abandoned like Air Force base
Or
that
the
was
bowling,
converted.
or the
You know what I'm
big old
saying? The
hall.
youth centers, the rec centers, the hockey rink, or wherever
Yeah.
you can find it, and they don't need to have fireworks in the sky
Yeah.
and mass produced like high quality music. It's just like get some dude with some Metallica music and some put him some knee pads and some trunks on and watch him go do his thing.
Mm-hmm.
And people still want to see that. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
100%. Like I've been to the ECW arena like twice this year. So New Japan there, so Battlegrounds there. I'm gonna see Battlegrounds in December as well, and that place was sold out. We had RVD versus Matt Hardy and Private Party. Like you had like shit like that just was fun matches that just get people going, and they sell out, and people want to meet these wrestlers, and they're not that expensive to meet them now, and things like that. Once they're out the WWE landscape, it's a little cheaper to meet them, and it's good for us that we get to interact.
Yes, sir.
now.
Shout outs to RVD living his best life.
Damn right, RVD.
I see him.
But yeah, it's
Wait, hold on.
yeah.
I just want to also, when we said that the releases were good things, shout outs to Scarlett, because I saw what she posted, and the people that responded to her, yo, these matches. I'm just saying, that hardcore bra and panties match was up. They tagged Katie Forbes to that too. I'm like, what's happening, man?
Yes.
When these matches going?
Yep, it's gonna happen. I think she tagged her in, and then Jordan Grace.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm for this.
Yeah.
GCW.
Yes, sir.
Hardcore panty match.
Yes. Can Mick Foley please be the ref? Yes.
That's gonna hurt.
Hell yeah.
Yes, it is. But yeah, also there was like a little comment that I was just like, I just laughed because it made you think of what would have been different in the world if WCW would have won. And then I'm also like at that time, like again when we talked about the Monday Night Raws, it kind of ended around 98, mid 99. Mm-hmm. Like the WWE was like killing them after those 6 months of WCW having the ratings. Once the rise of Austin started hitting, that was it. There was not really a war. The ratings weren't close. WWE dominated the whole time.
Yes, sir.
So, would it be a different landscape of wrestling? Who knows?
Yeah, hell yeah, it would be.
Yeah.
It would be completely different. But again, like if they say the war, I don't go into the 2000 part. That's terrible.
Yeah.
Nobody wants that because that's what killed it.
Yeah.
Like literally is what killed it.
Yeah.
So I understand saying the 98 part because when it was its hottest, yes, people wanted to see it. So had they been able to win off of that, that would have been the catalyst to say keep doing that.
Yeah.
They didn't keep doing that. They let some other people in there. You reminded me who they let in there. And oh boy, did it take a nosedive.
But it was also a lot of like just WCW was like full of politics backstage, and a lot of the people that should have been getting shined weren't getting shined because people didn't want to do the sell or do the jobs and things like that. Too much wrestlers had power that should not have power. So there was a lot of that, and that's something that I always would bring up with Kevin Nash having creative control, Hogan having creative control, Scott Hall have creative control. Like you had too many people to have control. Like at least in WWE especially during that time, one man controlled it, and there was a lot of ideas. Instead of this one, everyone had control. Like if Hogan did not want to get pinned, he will fight that. He'll get his lawyer and not fight that he's not getting pinned that night.
But see that it led to the downfall.
Yeah.
But again, if we talking about the exact time when they were up in the ratings and stuff, I mean, I can't argue with it. That's what I'm saying about the
Yeah.
part where they were winning.
Yeah.
Is all for when I like listen, nowadays who cares what Hogan thinks? Like, you sit his old ass down and stop talking. But what I'm saying is I understand why anybody who was a fan at that time when they were up
Yeah.
would want to see that when they were up. I get it.
Yeah.
Like I understand it, and it brings an interesting point to fantasy book.
Yeah.
What would have went if they would have kept the upward trajectory and
Yeah.
not nosedive? So I'd like to see that. Actually, I would like to see more people who are in the business talk about like what was actually the positive part and come out of the woodwork, because there was a lot of people there that was going around and doing their damn thing, but you usually only hear from Bischoff, from Hogan, from from Hall and Nash about what was the good part. You know what I'm saying? I want to hear from the other guys what was the good part. That's what I want. So yeah, I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
We know the end result, and we know that there was a lot of weird shenanigans happening, but at the same time, there was a point where it was working.
Yeah. For 6 months.
There was a point where it was working.
For 6 months. But
I just wish I wish they were smarter. That's what I wish.
Yeah.
I wish they were able to grasp onto what worked and like hold on to that instead of trying to just be like, let's just please the guys who's making the most money for us.
You know what's funny?
That's what they really did.
With WCW also is the fact that there was not people that really cared for the company. Like, honestly, Ted Turner didn't really give a fuck. Now, I think that was the big issue with it too. Like, he did not care. Like, as long as it was starting to make money, that's what he cared about. And then once it started making a hole in his pocket, he was like, "Yeah, that kind of guy. I don't want to even deal with that no more."
But see, they got to the point where they was draining money, and that's the downfall right there.
Yeah.
If you still making money, people tend to look the other way.
Yeah.
So,
but
I get it.
There was a lot of also issues with WCW, like with their merchandise. Like nobody had merchandise besides Hogan, and Hogan fucking made all the money for the merchandise.
Hey, I seen them giant shirts.
Yeah, and guess who got paid for that?
No, don't tell me Big Show didn't get no money.
No, he did not.
What?
They had big issues when it came to merchandise, and they had big issues when it came to like the merchandising, like the Toy Biz deal and all that stuff too. There's a lot of like bad business things that happened in WCW that's the reason why it failed. WWE buying it was more saving the archives and everything than anything else. Like honestly, WWE, I know for a fact Vince McMahon did not care to put up Nitro with WWE brand, not at all.
Well, he wanted the one last year, and that was it.
He wanted the archive. He wanted the past. He wanted the NWA tapes. He wanted the history of WCW. He wanted the legends there and things like that, and the wrestlers that came from there. He wanted their video footage, and that's pretty much why he bought WCW.
And he wanted their young, healthy guys like Rey Mysterio and Billy Kidman.
Rey Mysterio didn't come. Rey Mysterio didn't come until like 2 years later.
Really?
Yeah, Rey Mysterio was not part of the invasion. They got the C class of WCW when it came to, besides Booker T.
Wow, they didn't even have like Kidman in it. They didn't have the Luchadors and nothing.
They had
at that point?
Billy Kidman. They had Hurricane. Well, Shane Helms at the time, Buff Bagwell, Booker T, Sean Stasiak, Chuck Colombo.
I think some of those guys they did wrong. Those two dudes, like they had the look.
Sean O'Hare.
Sean O'Hare's another one.
But those weren't the stars that you want from WCW. You want Sting. You want things like that, you know?
Apparently, Sting didn't want them.
So Sting didn't want them at all. So, and also he was getting paid for 5 more years. So why do I have to work when you're still paying me?
I mean, listen, I'm not mad at Sting. Sting is one person I could just honestly say, Sting, you did what the fuck you wanted to do, and it's cool with me. Yeah. You partnered up with RoboCop. You go to my book.
So there was a lot of issues with WCW beyond like them actually having the ratings and things like that. There was a lot of like backstage shit that was just really a lot of bad deals of a lot of places.
I still say if they had actually beat them into the WWE into the dirt, they could have turned it around.
Like
Anybody could.
I feel like I think the one time that WWE was kind of scared of going bankrupt was like '95 because that was their worst year in like money wise. Even to this day, like '95 was the worst year. That was when Diesel was champion. '95. Okay. 96 they started changing things, and that's when they started picking it up. That's when they got it smart with the merchandise. That's when they got smart with the ticket sales and the other things. They learned from a lot of things. So it's hard to say where everything will be if WCW lived, or even if it lived and not get bought by WWE. Like we don't know where WCW would have been because it was going down no matter what.
I get it. I was just saying, people could dream in fantasy book because it didn't happen. Yeah. That's the whole 100%. Thing. It didn't happen.
Yeah, it didn't happen. But somehow, some way, Hogan was gonna try to be greedy and get money from WCW because that's pretty much what he did, and he did the same thing with Impact Wrestling as well.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
So what would have happened with WCW is what happened with Impact Wrestling when Hogan and Bischoff went there. That's exactly what happened in WCW.
That sounds not good. So
So
all right, bro.
There's a lot into that. All right, let's get into the week of wrestling because we did have a nice discussion about it, a lot of the releases and things like that. And again, we wish everything well for the people that got released, and hopefully I see you guys soon when we hit these indie shows like Northeast Wrestling. Yo, this the January show, yo, it's packed to the gills with talent.
Yeah,
because a lot of the ROH people are doing that show.
That's true.
And then and stuff like that. Battlegrounds is full of talent. I'm going that December 18th. So we're gonna see a lot of good stuff. A lot of wrestling. Wrestling's still alive. Still lives, and it's doing great right now. So, follow your local independent show. You might see some of these stars there. All right. Going to the weekend wrestling, we have Monday Night Raw. I actually thought it was a solid show.
Raw was pretty good.
Yeah.
I still think some things should have been other ways, but we'll talk about it.
All right. We kick off with Bianca Belair versus Becky Lynch.
I think Bianca should have won the match. I'm tired of this. How many times they gonna make that lady fight the champs and lose constantly, or win under weird circumstances, which she can't win the title? So give her the damn belt back.
Well, she lost a good match though.
Yeah, it was very good. I'm still saying I wish she would have won.
We had Austin Theory versus Rey Mysterio.
That was actually pretty good.
Yeah, it was
Again,
fun.
I like the setup for it. Still just sunning his son.
Yeah. And Austin Theory taking pictures with all of them.
Taking pictures after he cheated to win. It was awesome.
I like the whole Seth Rollins stirring the pot with Big E. I liked the whole collision course and Kevin Owens coming out and the lineup being a match later on with Kevin Owens and Big E.
Mm-hmm. Yes, sir.
Seth
Rollins. I like somebody put that he didn't forget about the Big O.
Yeah. I like that they did that.
That's why he got
it. Seth Rollins.
And shout out to Seth Suit.
He looked like a 70s couch.
Yes, he did. But it was great.
Yeah.
So
we have Queen Zelina Vega and Carmella defeat Rhea Ripley and Nikki Ash.
That was actually a pretty good match. I didn't mind this at all.
Yeah, good match.
And the setup was them talking trash, and they got run. But they didn't even get their just desserts.
Yeah,
because they won. Mark, what's up with these champions losing every week?
Huh?
These tag champions always losing. I'm just saying.
I don't know.
Is that the curse of the belts?
That's the curse of the belts because they have no one else to fight for them.
But it's just like you win the belt, right? You have a good set of matches up until you get your championship title. Yeah. You win the belt, and then you just dead.
I guess this is the pattern of the tag belts. You win the tag belts, you beat Natty and Tamina like for several times, and then you fight a new team, and they become number one contender on you.
Well, good luck. Now you got to find Tamina because she's the only one on the Raw, so you got to beat her up now.
Yeah, right. She lost to Liv Morgan at main event.
Well, there you
go.
Liv Morgan for tag team champion.
Yep. Just by herself.
Liv Morgan and Dewdrop. There you go.
Dewdrop. Hey, I'll take it. Finn Balor defeats Chad Gable. I actually like that match.
That was my favorite match of the show. I like the main event, but this is my favorite match.
Yeah. You have Dolph Ziggler, Robert Roode defeat the Street Profits.
Not a bad tag match.
Just repeats of SmackDown.
I mean, yes, but again, it's still good. Still pretty good.
Damian Priest defeats T-Bar in an no DQ match.
I thought this match was actually great.
Yeah, it was really good.
It was brutal. We got little bits and pieces of Dijak coming back. I'm just saying.
And
soon.
an evil Damian Priest.
Yeah. When he put the eyeliner on, that's when he goes dark.
I guess he's doing the Undertaker thing.
Hey, whatever you gotta do to keep that belt, right? Because he's still U.S. champ.
And then we got Apollo Crews emerges with Commander Z. So I guess he's the next one going for the U.S. title.
We'll see. It's been a little bit since we've seen Apollo, right?
Yep.
He just got there to Raw, so let's see what he's gonna do.
And then our main event was Big E versus Kevin Owens.
Very, very good match. I like it. I like the setup for it. I also like the end of it specifically.
Yeah.
I forget.
Yep. I really enjoyed the match. It was like two men slapping meat, like what Big E says.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
I really enjoyed it. I think this was my favorite match of the night. I just like the intensity they both had against each other, and I know Kevin Owens is one step out the door right now, but at least he's still performing like he's fully in there.
Well, he brought it up himself. Yeah, This is true.
Yep. So we'll see. Monday Night Raw, give it an
A. I give it a B plus. Again, tag stuff's repeated. My favorite match was too short. What's going on with the women's tag division? Why the champs always losing? I think Bianca should have won that championship match.
Yeah.
So.
I think the matches qualities. The quality of the matches were a lot better this week, and I just really enjoyed that main event. I like the story they're building with Big E and Seth. I like the stories they're building with Damian Priest and his U.S. title run. I think there's a lot of positive there. So, I'll keep it at A.
I also got a name, Seth Rollins, for the week. The peanut butter and retro peanut butter and jelly. That's what he was. Because he had a purple tie.
That was an ugly suit, though. That was like a grandpa suit.
I mean, it still works with his character.
Yeah, it does. It does. Next show is NXT. NXT kicks off with All Out Chaos after Io Shirai confronts Mandy Rose.
I don't think they like each other. I think that's what they're trying to say.
You think?
We'll see. We'll see.
Then we got Dakota Kai killing Cora Jade.
Yeah, I don't know what she was doing. She might as well just pull the knife and stab that woman. Like, what'd she do that to her for? She put her head on the table like and stomped it. Like, come on, yo, somebody get her.
You got Zion Quinn defeats Robert Stone. This actually made me laugh. I can't deny it. It made me laugh. Zion Quinn versus Robert Stone.
Oh yeah. That was actually pretty funny. Like the reason it worked is because they committed to it. That's why it worked so well.
Yeah, and the dude, like, you haven't seen that dude outside of that serious tone character, so him having that silly side, it's like, all right, so he has other dimensions.
Yes.
Legado de Fantasma defeat Von Wagner and Kyle O'Reilly.
For me, this was my favorite match.
Really good match. I think another person that's almost out the door is Kyle O'Reilly. I think his contract ends in December.
Gotcha. But like, this match was actually pretty good. Again, I understand it's 3 people and a big bag of vanilla. I get it.
Yeah.
But Legado was on fire, and I thought Kyle was doing his damn thing.
Yeah. And then you just have that vanilla.
That's
standing there.
The tall ass bag of vanilla. Mm-hmm.
Braun Steiner versus Andre Chase.
I thought it was funny. He flipped that man every which way from Sunday. That's hilarious.
I feel like he pooped his pants a little.
It also looked like he beat up a teacher. Because he looks like he's in Mr. Breaker.
Yeah.
Looks like he's still a college
Yeah.
with his colors and stuff, and so he's just beating up a professor. Like, damn, all right.
Yeah, he does look like that though. All right. What else we got? We got Boa defeats Grayson Waller. Oh, actually no, we got Solo Soka versus Jet Rama. All right. So I have a lot of issues with them building his story.
No, what's his story?
That he's from the streets and he was abandoned from the streets. You cannot tell this man was abandoned in the streets and he looked like Rikishi.
Rikishi don't abandon his kids.
I know. I'm like, how you gonna say he's abandoned his streets and he has two twin brothers? Fucking, he has twins brothers. Fucking wrestling on SmackDown too. The Bloodline. He has a cousin that's the Universal Champion. Like, yo, you cannot fucking deny him. He looks just like them.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. That should just annoy the shit out of me.
I will say he has a hell of a splash.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah. He's a little heavier. He's small, but he's heavier. He's white.
Reminds me kind of a light a small Umaga. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But like just the way he does his splash is dope. So
yeah. Comes from the street. That's why.
He's splashing in the streets. All right.
Splashing in the streets from the top of the garbage can.
Off the garbage can, off the fire hydrant, maybe even off the light post one day. Okay.
Oh man. Boa defeats Grayson Waller.
Boa won the match? Wow. Yeah. Is this number 2?
Number 2, I think.
Yeah, he's on the street. All right.
Yeah. And then our main event was Carmelo Hayes and Trick Williams defeat Johnny Gargano and Dexter Lumis.
This was, I think, one of the most fun matches. It was very, very like the tempo was up, and you know what? Not for nothing. Even in the ring as a team, I'm digging Gargano and Dexter, man.
Yeah, it was fun. They made me laugh. They're entertaining. I liked the whole Tommaso Ciampa putting Carmelo Hayes into his place. Match was good. Match was a great main event. It's nice seeing Johnny Gargano back in the ring. He's another one I'm kind of scared that he might be leaving WWE. So I'm just hoping we still see some good stuff out of them.
Yeah, but I have no thought in my mind that regardless of what he do, that man will be fine.
Oh, 100%.
Specifically Gargano. He is one of those people. It don't matter where he go, everybody wants him. So.
Yes, exactly. And Gargano, I actually feel like once his contract is up, I think he's gonna take time off because the baby. So
true that.
Like that. So I do hope. Again, I love Johnny Gargano. I love Tommaso Ciampa. I actually like what they're doing with them in NXT. At least, like he's like this. You have to beat his ass in order to get that belt, and he's gonna make your ass earn it. I'm all for that. I did like the match. I did like the end. Yeah, Hayes and Trick Williams win by a roll up.
He hit him with a shoe.
Yeah, he hit him with a shoe and then roll him up.
Just saying, hit him with a shoe.
Big shoe.
Crazy.
Yep. What you give NXT?
NXT, I want to say I give it an A-. Like most of it was solid.
Yeah, I give it the same. I'll give it the same. Did you watch any of the Dark Revelation?
I did get to see regular Dark. Actually, this week the commentary was actually very good. To answer your question about where they are, Merc, they've been in the new place, and it actually looks pretty good.
Cool.
Is it like former a different Impact
setting? Zone? If it is like a different entrance or anything?
Yes.
All right, good.
Yes, it actually is. Yes, it's a ramp that leads out into like a platform, a stage, and then you have to go down these two things on the side. Like you go off the left or the right. So
okay, cool.
Yeah, it's actually different. It's a smaller vibe. I mean, dare I say, because it's not. Remember when they used to do what was it, Daly's place?
Yeah.
For the old Darks and stuff.
Yeah.
That was a bigger place, and it looked more spread out, and then you could clearly see the wrestlers sitting in the crowd. Now it has more of like a Impact / NXT feel to it. It's
cool.
Pretty good.
Cool. Any matches?
Any stuff that stood out? there was actually some promos and stuff like because the way they're actually putting people like Bryan Danielson,
Yeah.
and maybe Punk will come on and they'll do it, and Adam Cole.
Yeah. Okay.
They had like promos and stuff this week on those shows.
Okay.
Like so, and well, Danielson had a match, so
Yeah.
again, like there's stuff to see there now. Like
Cool.
I like that because obviously we know Daniel Bryan / Bryan Danielson just wants to fight people.
Yeah.
So he's going to all the shows.
Nice.
So yeah.
I guess we go into AEW Dynamite. Dynamite. Where we kick off at? We kick off with Allen Angels versus Kenny Omega.
That's pretty good.
It was alright. What was my issues with that? I had issues with the match and I forgot what it was. So that's how much it was alright. It wasn't bad. I like the fact that you still have the Hangman Page and his stuff and his storyline still going. Like what they're doing with that. So it was good. It was alright.
Yeah, I don't have any problems with the match. It was alright.
We have CM Punk coming out to address Jon Moxley and Eddie Kingston.
Mm-hmm.
A nice little promo. We had a trio brawl of AAA Tag Team Champions. We have the debut of Kalisto and Aerostar versus FTR.
Yes, sir. What's his name now? Samurai Del Sol?
Samurai Del Sol. Solid match.
Yeah, I thought it was cool. I actually thought they were going to win because I thought they were going to have somebody. So I hate to say this. I thought they were going to have somebody from south of the border actually be the AAA champion.
Yeah.
So I thought they were bringing them in to be the champs, but it was cool. It was cool.
FTR is the number one luchadors.
Yeah, as I was saying, I actually am digging FTR's luchadors.
Yeah.
So
the Inner Circle reveals Full Gear's opponent. It was a silly promo, but she got the promo on herself. It was like, oh damn.
That's how you know she's new to the game. She set herself up 25 different days from Sunday. So yeah, I thought that was fun.
Oh shit! Hold on a sec.
Yes, sir. Who that? Oh well, I forgot to tell you. Actually, Tony Nese had a match on Dark, so that's actually pretty cool. Who else we got from Dynamite? I don't want to go too far back.
Sorry about that.
Oh no, I was about to go into. I forgot to mention that Tony Nese had a match on Dark. So.
Oh, cool. Yeah, I saw him like on the audience and shit. How was his match?
It was pretty good. He fought Fuego.
Cool. Did he lose?
So he's good. He's good with cruiserweights because former cruiserweight champion, isn't it?
Did he beat Fuego?
I believe so.
Nice. Where are we at? Yep. This chick pretty much put the joke on herself anyway. TBS Women's Championship Tournament. Anna Jay versus Jamie Hayter.
You know what? She needs to be better. I'm talking about Jamie Hayter.
Yeah. I
don't know, man. She looks great, and you can tell she knows what she's doing. But man, was that just not in anything for me? I could care less.
Yeah,
it was mostly her. Like Anna Jay's other matches with other people, they're fine.
Yeah.
I could care less about her about Jamie Hayter in that match. It was kind of just whatever. And that clothesline was whack. Listen, if that's your finish of the match, that was whack.
Yeah. And then you have Britt Baker and Rebel come in and jump Anna Jay after the match, and then she got saved by Ty Conti and Thunder Rosa.
This is true.
The match itself was really sloppy. I wasn't really into it. I think it was probably one of the weaker matches. Well, there's another weaker match than this, but the tournament I haven't been feeling. They had some really good ones, and then they have these matches, which I'm like, let's get this over with.
Yeah.
And sadly, I wish it was better, but yeah, they still need a lot of work in that women's division.
Mm-hmm.
MJF addresses Darby Allin and pays for it. Good for him.
I mean, I thought it was pretty good.
Yeah.
Again, it was another MJF talking that smack, so it was not like it was bad.
Yeah, actually, I'm digging where they're going with them too. So hopefully that match, I actually feel like that match would be a show stealer if it goes right.
Mm-hmm.
And then our main event. Oh no, actually not a main event. I thought it was a main event. It was not. Cody Rhodes versus Andrade. Andrade takes the win, and anytime I see Andrade or Cody Rhodes get kicked in the head somehow, some way, I'm all for it. So there we go.
Yeah, there goes the dividends being paid. FTR getting that check.
Yeah.
Although I thought it was hilarious. MJF collected the money and was like, not enough.
Yeah.
And they had 2 envelopes ready to give to him, and he just took it and pieced out. I was like, Jesus, that's great.
It was cool. I liked that part. The match was okay. I would like to see. You know what? For anything, I'll say this is one of Cody's better matches. He has a good talent with working with, so basically they know how to feed off each other. I felt like it kind of was a little clumsy in the beginning, but it worked out pretty fine towards the end. Enjoyed it though, and you know how I feel about Cody Rhodes. So me saying I enjoyed the match means it was a good match.
Yes, sir.
Because I'll nitpick the shit out of Cody Rhodes every day. Anyway, our main event was the World Title Eliminator Tournament. Pretty much, Jon Moxley. There was news of him going to pretty much AA for alcohol abuse and things like that, and he's taking some time off to get clean. So we wish him the best.
Yes, sir.
He has a new book out. Check that out. I actually that was the knock on the door. I got the Jon Moxley book.
Oh, okay.
I'll definitely check it out and read it. But yeah, so wish the best to him. But the person that took his place was Miro.
I'm happy. I just wish it was like the finals. And it was Miro versus. Well, there's still a chance of that happening, right?
No, there's Miro Barton next match.
But that's not going to be the finals, right?
No.
Yeah, that's the thing. I kind of wish it was like.
No, it
somehow,
is. No, is it?
It is the finals.
It is the finals.
Oh, so then I'm happy. There you go. That's all I wanted. I'm glad. That was a good match.
So I have issues. I have my issues with this match, and this is my match. This is the thing that I always have issues with, especially when the person is about 100 pounds less than the person. Mm-hmm. Is the fact that I feel like they have to have the little guy do a lot more to get Miro down, and Miro really goes for everything. So he should sell his size a bit more. That's one thing that really bothers me, especially when he fights smaller people, is that they should take a lot for him to go down. And
the only thing I will say is that for most of the match, actually Cassidy was in control.
Yeah.
And it seems odd, if only because just a week ago his ribs were taped up.
Yeah.
I mean, he's still holding his back and whatnot during the match, but again, I know what it's like to be hurt.
Yeah.
So if you wrestle a giant man while you were hurt, it's kind of like, should you really be able to pull off all of your best offense?
Yeah.
That's my real issue.
And dominate the match.
So, but like, Miro's also taped up, and he sells his neck.
Yeah.
So that's his weakness. He says, "My God gave me a neck of sand and a body of granite." He said it, not me.
Yeah.
So
I
will give credit to Cassidy though. He's entertaining, but that dive was actually pretty cool. That was like almost a Shane McMahon dive. Like, right.
I'll say, I think the match again, it could have been balanced a bit better. That's my only really complaint about it. I like seeing Miro, but again, like when it's a person that's about 100 pounds less, should knock you down instead of being able to knock you down easily. So that's my only gripe with it. Takes the realism out of it or anything like that. We ended with Daniel Bryan and Miro stepping up to each other. I'm actually excited for that one though.
Yes, sir.
Daniel Bryan gonna break his neck.
I mean, this is the story we're told.
Yep. Daniel Bryan gonna dig that sand out of his neck.
The stack of dimes you call a neck.
Yep. Shout outs to Jabstar. That stack of times. Where you give AEW Dynamite?
I give it an A minus. Again,
A-.
mostly entertaining. The only real match I thought was that women's tournament match. That was it.
Same here. Yeah.
Like the promos were good. I can't lie.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You got people like MJF cutting promos every week that are great. The Jericho stuff made me laugh because it went to a certain place. Like it just did. It's like when you think about everything, because I remember, Merc, I tell you, I don't know or really care about the top team stuff, but when things like that happen, it's what happened in front of me.
Yeah.
Like it was funny. So
it was funny. I think I'm gonna go. I'll go A minus. Did like where things are growing. I did like some of the story stuff. So yeah, A minus. That was good. I did watch Impact. It was a solid show. You had an X Division championship, X Division contender match that Laredo Kid won against Macklin.
Oh, Steve
Raju
Macklin.
and Taurus. He fought. You had Eric Young come out and power drive the shit out of someone with a Casey Jones mask.
I saw the clip. Yo, your man flew off that power drive. That was crazy.
Yo, he had a Casey Jones mask when he came in.
Oh, that guy? That's the person.
No,
okay.
Eric Young. EY.
Oh, what? Really?
He had he had a mask on when he came out to the ring, right? And I'm like, yo, that mask looks awfully familiar. Like, why? And then I was hitting up shout outs to Minion with the Opinion. I was like, yo, straight up, he has this Casey Jones mask on. He's like, how you know? Because I have that mask.
Nice.
It has the white like straps and shit like that. It's from the movie mask.
Okay, good stuff.
It looked cool with his gear. Like, I'm not saying that it would look funny or anything like that. I just know for a fact that was a Casey Jones mask.
Gotcha.
But he probably grabbed the dude's life outside of his body. Like, once he bounced, like, his spirit went to the heavens. The Good Brothers versus Finn and Juice. I kind of getting tired of seeing them fighting each other because they've been fighting each other for the last couple of months. Finn and Juice win. Finn and Juice and the Good Brothers with no contest. I think they're gonna fight for the titles at. They do have a Turning Point pay-per-view. I think next Saturday. So there you go.
Gotcha. Okay.
You had Knockouts champion Mickey James versus Madison Rayne. I think that was it was a solid match. It wasn't nothing special, but it was a solid match. Madman Fulton with Ace Austin versus Chris Sabin. Another okay match. A little sloppy here and there, but it was a game match. The best match of the night of Impact had to be the main event. It was Shizuki, Mose, and Morrissey versus Alexander, Cardona, and Eddie Edwards.
Gotcha. Okay.
And Cardona got his shit slapped. He got knocked the fuck out.
I saw. He ain't let that pass.
I actually think that Cardona is gonna fight Suzuki at that Victory Road, that Turning Point pay-per-view.
Why not? Let's do it.
Yeah, okay, go Cardona. He's getting these historic matches for himself, man. I'm awful happy for him. I give Impact a B.
Okay.
It was a B. It was good. The main event was well worth it. Like, I think that was the best thing of that show was the main event.
Okay, cool.
I did watch UK as well. UK only had 2 matches. It actually had 3 matches. It had Rampage Brown defeat Flash Morgan Webster, and then I think he challenged Drago for the title. Rampage Brown.
Really? Okay.
You had Angel Hayes versus Elsa Dawn. Event for DQ. It was a solid match. And then I think this was probably the best women's match this week. It was NXT UK Women's Champion Miko Samatora versus Jenny. It was a really, really good match.
Wow. All right.
So I give it A+ to NXT UK.
Gotcha.
I had to shout out Me with the Opinion. I forgot to mention last week a match that he like highlighted for me was TJP versus Alex Shelley on MLW from last week. Mm-hmm. If you check the match, I think you will love that match.
Okay.
Crabman City.
No, I remember you mentioned it.
I mentioned it on the It's Desperate I Swear podcast.
Could I have the I actually subscribe to their YouTube.
Oh,
So
sweet. I gotta watch this week's show. I started watching. I didn't finish it.
okay, cool.
I got to like the Mil Mietes and I know Catalina came in from Lucha Underground story. Maybe.
So that's somebody who wasn't there already.
She was in MLW for a bit and then she left. But it was the Mel Mietes storyline is with Catalina from Lucha Underground.
Oh, so they brought a Lucha Underground story to
Yeah, they
MLW?
actually the dude the Dario the guy that the skinny Mexican dude.
Well, I know the guy with
Yeah,
the suit,
yeah.
the
So they're
benefactor from
doing
the
a
old
lot
show.
of Lucha Underground shit in there.
Mm-mm.
So that was cool, and they brought in Catalina for the main event. I was like happy. She's hot. She's very cute. She's evil too.
Okay,
But
good stuff.
that was good. Yeah, there was just so much shit. I try to watch. I told Jas pretty much if there's matches that I should watch, then just send me links and I'll definitely watch the match. But I'm not gonna watch the whole show. I want to. I do. But it's too much. And then I watched the Dark Side of the Ring too, so it was like a lot of shit.
Oh, I forgot they still do it. They're still doing
The
it.
last
Okay.
I think it was the last episode was the steroid scandal.
Got you.
Now we go to SmackDown. We kick off with we kicked off with the Bloodline and Roman pissed off at his cousins for losing. His whole shit had me laughing. Okay, fuck. He had me rolling.
I love how Paul Heyman was blubbering the whole time.
Yeah. Like it sucked. It sucked as much as Raw.
Yeah, true enough.
He was funny and things like that. I was hoping they kind of like hinting that it was gonna be Bloodline versus New Day, but again, what they're doing and how they build Survivor Series, and we will talk about that after we review the show. It's like, okay, I guess not.
Nope.
But anyway, we kicked off with that, and then King Woods and Sir Kofi Kingston come interrupt. It lines up coming into a match with Jiminy the Left Uso.
You made sure you got all that in. That's messed up.
Jiminy the Left Uso versus Xavier. Xavier won. He had a bended knee and dial to the King. And if Xavier lost, he would have had to acknowledge Roman Reigns. And then we get that for the main event. And I actually really loved that main event too. It was really fun.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, we got Shannon Baszler defeats Naomi because Sonya Deville's evil and restarted the match, and Shannon Baszler won.
I'm mad her sideburns had sideburns this week. Sonya Deville had this kooky hairstyle. I'm like, yo, why your sideburns got sideburns? That's crazy. What's up with that? But I mean, like, the match wasn't long, but it was more of a story thing. So that's what it was. Naomi actually won the match, and then Sonya came and was like, nah,
that evil lady.
So,
the evilness. I do like the fact that they have a different storyline for the women's division just besides the title. So I'm all for this. Keep it up. Lost I can't even say the word. Well, you got Angel Garza and and Humberto Carrillo versus Mansoor and Cesaro. What are you doing to my man Cesaro, man?
How the mighty have fallen once again.
It pissed me off. This match, I'm happy they found something for Angel Garza and Humberto Carrillo. Besides that, stop putting Cesaro in like mixed tag matches, max tag teams. Yo, he should be in the IC title division. He should be going for at least the IC title and doing singles matches. Stop pairing him up with people.
No, you have to remember that Cesaro is the United Nations, and every foreign person has to be in a tag team.
I feel like it is, right? No, he's Middle Eastern.
No, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Every person, Nakamura, Sheamus, go back to Volley. Didn't he have a tag team with Miro? I don't know, man. I'm just saying.
No, he did not.
Every time there's somebody from a different country, there you go. Who should he be with? Cesaro.
Yeah, I that match just annoyed me because Cesaro was just like thrown in a tag team, and I'm just like, why you do this to my boy? Anyway, It was a solid, decent tag match. It is what it is. I knew Angel Garza and Humberto was gonna win. They're gonna start building them up, and I actually like them as a tag team. So keep that up. We got Drew McIntyre kicking the shit out of Ricochet.
R.I.P. Ricochet. Have you seen his soul?
It left. It went back to the third row.
Right out the building.
Good match though.
I mean, I like that Ricochet stepped up, right? They had him talking trash and being like, "Hey, Drew, if you keep coming out here acting like this, somebody's gonna come into this ring, and get beat up." That's what happened. So,
yep, that happened. The Viking Raiders defeat Happy Corbin and Madcap Moss by count out. I enjoyed the match.
I enjoyed the commentary more than the match.
Yeah,
because Michael Cole and Pat McAfee had me dying the entire time talking about how they probably stink.
Yeah.
Michael Cole was trying to say that no, they don't really stink. He's like, listen, they embrace the lifestyle. Vikings don't care about smells, so so McAfee was just dunking on the Raiders probably stinking, and how Madcap Moss doesn't wear a hat.
Yeah,
but Happy Corbin does. Like, dude, he just had me dying the entire match.
And then our main event was King Woods versus Jimmy the Left Uso.
And it was a good ass match. I think the best match on the show.
Yeah, hell of a match, and I liked the ending. Fucking Roman knocking the shit out the ground off his head.
It flew, dude.
Yeah.
From the part where Woods won the match, and Jay was selling. He's selling his brother kneeling. He looked like he was gonna die. He was like, "No, don't do it." He has his hands on his head.
Yeah,
like he was watching him get his hand chopped off. And then Roman comes out, punches King Woods, and the crown I almost thought it disintegrated.
Yeah, probably did.
I almost thought it turned into dust. I was like, yo.
I actually like the storyline they're telling, and I'm actually digging this, but I wish it was more for going into Survivor Series, but this is not, because as we find out, Woods is in the team of SmackDown.
I mean, thanks for telling me. I didn't know.
And I guess they're gonna write Kofi off the TV for a bit.
Are they? Oh, because he got jumped up?
Yeah. He got his knees hit and shit like that. I gotta do Sir Kofi like that, yo. Fucking rude.
It is what it is.
Fucking rude ass motherfuckers. Anyway, what do you give SmackDown?
I want to give it a B+. Because when I look at everything that I saw, it was just like, it wasn't that much.
Oh, and I like the Shanti promo.
Yeah, I agree with that.
I didn't like the Ridge because they're just going to put him in a tag team with Sheamus now.
Maybe he'll just be the fan. He'll follow him around.
And fight him. They're going to be a big fight. And I like the Sami Zayn coming out to Hit Row and dancing and shit. That made me laugh as well.
That was pretty good.
So I'm going to give it A-. It's just because there was some things that just really popped me, like the Sami Zayn thing. The promo for Shotzi Blackheart, she looked fucking gorgeous. You had some decent stories. I'm fine with the Naomi Shayna Baszler storylines. Getting Shayna Baszler wins on her belt again, and then adding Sonya Deville, which I don't know why she's not getting punished for what she's doing, but she's just allowed to do what the fuck she wants.
I mean, that's the dream job, right? You want to be a authority figure in wrestling. You get to do whatever you want.
Yeah. So, yeah. So we got Team Raw and Team SmackDown. Oh, so I'll give it A-. Like I did like the show. I did like the main event a lot. I did like the whole storyline with the bloodline. I love Roman's promo in the beginning as well. There's some little things I did not like with Cesaro just getting thrown in tags. I do like Ali and Ricochet talking about being a tag team, because I actually said they should just put them as a tag team, because I think that would be great.
I need Ali to stop being in tag teams.
Yeah.
I need him to be his own man and be on a roll. I need him to shine.
Yeah. That's what I
want.
But yeah, there's people banging doors outside of fucking. I'm gonna kick some of this. Anyway, and then we find out So we go to Rampage first, and then we can talk about Survivor Series and the bullshit that they're doing right now. WWE Rampage, WWE AEW Rampage. So much fucking shit. It all mixes together anyway. All right, AEW Rampage starts off with Bryan Danielson versus Anthony Bowens. Really solid match.
I thought it was clean. Clean really match. Very clean match. Like, Bowens is solid.
Yeah.
Caster needs some work on some of his stuff because he be looking kind of funky in the ring. He's a character for sure. Yeah. I love his rap this week. It's messed up, funny. But it was good. Yeah. It was real good. But like, Bowens doesn't get enough credit for just how like sharp he is.
Yeah, so. It was a really good match. Danielson, as the crab man he is, I like the fact that he started working that arm and did the lock, that label lock on. That shit look mean as hell.
Yes, sir.
Bryan's the kind of wrestler I like to see. Like, that's the kind of wrestler, and he's been my favorite thing in the AEW right now. So keep giving these matches. I'm all for these.
Yep. I agree, 100%.
New match book for Full Gear, which is Eddie Kingston and versus CM Punk. The promos back and forth, I loved it. It was really good, really personal. Eddie Kingston, I'm becoming more of a fan just because his promo and how deep, like how real he feels when he promos and shit. Like, he looks like he's really gonna fucking try to stab you eventually. And I'm all for that. And it was a good promo back and forth. I'm actually looking forward to their match and seeing them beat the shit out of each other. So that's a match I'm looking forward to in Full Gear.
I just like that Punk looks like the most the he's probably like the strongest normal looking guy. That's what he comes off as. Because he looks like just somebody's father, just a dude.
Yeah.
But you'll realize like he could throw half the people in the ring and just throw them around because he's actually strong. So it's just like, I like the dynamic of him and Eddie Kingston. And when he called him a bum, I was like, damn, that's messed up.
Yeah.
That's messed up.
Yeah, the Bunny versus Red Velvet for another spot for the TBS Round 1 tournament. I like Bunny's entrance.
Yeah, listen, I actually wish Bunny won the match, but I see they got a story brewing. They got stuff they got to finish. I think this was better than the other women's match this week. That was highlighted.
It was still sloppy.
But this one did not last that long, which I thought was the shining grace of the match.
Thank God.
Because it wasn't bad. It wasn't sloppy or anything. Because I look back at it and I go, oh, it wasn't like they didn't like were all in water with each other.
Yeah.
It was actually just okay.
Yeah.
That's how
it was just, it's the same thing. I was okay. I'm just not like I was just like this is not gonna be good. And I think I just had low expectations for this match, so it is what it is. Jade's versus Red Velvet for the 14th time. I
mean, you got to build a rivalry with some people in the women's division. So,
but I think Jade has all the wins.
I know. I mean, that's the story with a lot of the rivalries, though. Somebody's always beating somebody's ass.
Yeah, so. It was okay. It was nothing special. And then we go to the main event. It was Adam Cole versus John Silver. Solid match, really good.
I love the promo.
Yeah,
because they again, because I watched the Elite. See, this is how you get people to understand what they're talking about, because he literally explained his bullshit.
Yeah.
And the reason I like it is because even though when you hear Tazadu saying, he's like, what did he say? He said he wants to call him what? He's like, if a man called me that, we fight. And I'm like, he's like, it's just silliness. Everything involved with the reason they were fighting just had me dying laughing.
Yeah.
Because it was a joke on the supposed rumors of Cole being a manager and stuff.
Yeah.
But he said, I'm going to call you Budge. And then I know you saw the shirt.
Yeah.
Budge. So
that was good.
The only thing I didn't like about the match was the fact they kept trying to sell you on the fact that he got a concerto and he was okay to wrestle.
Yeah.
I'm just like, man, concussion protocol doesn't mean anything. That does it. Cause
exactly.
You can't put, because the thing is, you can't, with this match and with Cole, they know he didn't really get hit in the head.
Yeah.
So there's no real reason to have him on concussion watch, right?
Yeah.
But in the world of the wrestling, they probably should have said something like that.
Yeah.
Because the man got hit in the head, quote unquote, with a chair.
Yeah.
that's just my whole thing. They're telling, oh, look at him, he's dizzy, he's probably suffering from this, and that. I'm like, you could just say he might have a concussion, and he probably shouldn't be wrestling. You know,
Yeah.
it's a little more to that. So
Yeah, and also like if you're actually really showing that on TV that he's wrestling with a concussion, that's kind of fucked up.
that's what I'm saying. Like
Yeah,
he's literally holding his head, like, oh,
yeah,
he's probably got vertigo. I'm like, well, if you're gonna do it, say it.
yeah,
If you're not gonna shy away from it, because it's in story, I
yeah,
get it. It's not real. The man's not actually suffering brain damage, but if you're not gonna go that far, maybe you don't do it. Just
yeah.
maybe you wait a week. Well, I guess you can't wait a week. That's the thing, right?
Nah, you can't.
Because next week is the pay-per-view.
Yeah, exactly.
So yeah, it's just weird. That was the one bit of weirdness with the match.
Yeah. Other than that, solid match. AEW
Really good.
Rampage. I'll give it A minus.
Same. Don't sleep on Silver.
Yeah.
I like that. I like that spinning powerbomb. That was awesome.
I want to see him versus Daniel Bryan.
Yeah.
I want to see everyone versus Daniel Bryan. To be honest,
I
with you.
agree.
I think there's a lot of fucking things that I want to see Daniel Bryan fight. A lot
Well,
of
I'll
people.
keep you tuned if he shows up on Dark again. So
Yeah.
or Elevation.
Yeah. At least I'll definitely watch Bryan. All right. So we're done with the week of wrestling, and I just had the Survivor Series names up. So here we go. All right. So WWE decides instead of building into Survivor Series on TV, that's what you do on when you have Raw and SmackDown and 5 hours of TV. They decided to do it on Twitch and just pick random teams randomly and
They
put
did it
them
on Twitch?
together. Yeah,
I didn't even see that.
no,
They
no,
did it
no,
on the
on
bump?
Twitter. Sorry, in Twitter.
Oh, okay. I'm about to say that's a little bit more work. They should have did it on the bump. That'd have made more sense. But
Yeah.
whatever.
So right now we have the men's SmackDown team will be Drew McIntyre, Jeff Hardy, King Woods, Sami Zayn, and Happy Corbin.
I mean, it's fine. But now there's even less reason to care because you didn't get the buildup of these people like hating each other or having
Exactly.
grudges.
You
So,
still got like 2 weeks, but still,
yeah, that's kind of whack.
yeah. At least if you start showing it on TV, would have been better. And then women's Survivor Series team SmackDown is Sasha Banks, Shayna Baszler, Shotzi, Natalia, and Aaliyah.
I mean, let's see what it do.
Yeah. Raw men's team is Seth Rollins, Finn Balor, Kevin Owens, Rey Mysterio, and Dominic Mysterio.
Okay.
And then Raw, actually, I think Dominic should have been switched with Austin Theory, to be honest.
I mean,
He's been on a
he
win
not
streak.
Oh yeah. True.
And then women's Survivor Series team is Bianca Belair, Rhea Ripley, Liv Morgan, Carmella, and Queen Zelina.
Okay, that's fine.
Why y'all do Nikki Cross wrong, yo? Why can't the tag team champions be on the team?
No idea.
Anyway, that is what it is. So those are the teams they're pretty much gonna fight each other on Survivor Series. So it looks like it's gonna be brand versus brand. So probably be champion versus champion. So maybe it'd be a Nakamura versus Damon Priest. I wouldn't mind that. That actually sounds a good match. Big E versus Roman Reigns. I wouldn't mind that at all. It'll be who's the tag team champs now? Oh, RK Bro versus the Usos.
That'd be cool. Let's see it.
So hopefully, let's see what Survivor Series brings. I know me with opinion. Shout outs to him. He's very disappointed in how they built that because he's going to see it live at Barclays. So he's a little disappointed how they built it. Like there was no TV build whatsoever. They just announced the fucking teams and that was it. So I'm very disappointed with WWE on that, and I don't understand why they're doing shit like that. Like, yo, dude, you have 5 hours of fucking TV. Build something.
Weird.
5 hours. 5
They've been
hours.
doing some questionable stuff as of late. That's all I'm saying.
I'm just saying. Like, anyway. Podcast we listen to. I listened to John Moxley on Talks to Jericho. Really good conversation. They talk about the book and everything like that. That was actually really good. Chris Van Vliet had Rob Van Dam. Renee Parquette had Tyler Breeze. Pretty much New Day podcast does not have new episodes. They just been replaying a lot of the tournaments until I think after Survivor Series. I think they're gonna go back having new episodes. And but the tournament's fun. It's the toy tournament this time.
Yes, sir.
And always shout outs to Major Wrestling Figure Podcast. They make me buy toys, and I have a lot of toys that I talk about on Gets Better That's Rare. So I spent money yesterday, and it pissed me off, but it is what it is. Anyway, yeah. I got this guy. I got Kushida's figure.
What's that? His Elite?
Yeah.
Okay.
Tommy found it. So it looks really dope. I was like, oh, this one's actually a really nice one. So I'm gonna start trying to do unboxing and like try to do some figure photography and see how I could do it and just play around with it. I gotta get a little tripod for my phone, and I'll play around with it. So, yeah. Anyway, anything you listen to?
No, I didn't hear anything this week.
Okay.
Shout out to the bump though. I did see the bump this week. So
Okay.
That was good.
Did you see her Paul Heyman?
Oh yeah, that was the Halloween costume.
Every fucking rolling.
I did like that this week they showed him and he actually started smiling. So
Yeah.
it's hard to crack Paul Heyman
Yeah.
in the middle of an interview because he was like in the park or something, which
Yeah,
is
yeah.
odd. So he started laughing. So there you go.
Yep. I think next. I guess you know what. Before we go, let's do a little predictions for Full Gear. Because I think most of the matches are announced.
Mm-hmm.
And by the time we record, we won't be able to do one. So let me just get the card up real fast. All right, we got 8 matches for the card. Starting off, I don't know if it's gonna have anything with the buy-in, so I'm not gonna add those until later on. We'll talk about that probably next week or anything like that. But I don't know nothing about the buy-in if they do anything with that. But we got Christian Cage and Jurassic Express versus the Super Clique of Adam Cole, Matt Jackson, and Nick Jackson.
Who do I? I guess the Elite's gonna win, right?
I think it's gonna be a bad day for the Elite.
Really? Okay. All right.
So I'm gonna go Christian Cage and Jurassic Express.
Okay.
I think all the Elite will lose on Full Gear.
Wow. I see that.
We have CM Punk versus Eddie Kingston.
Is it possible for CM Punk to lose a match? I don't know.
So this is my shit. I feel Punk's winning, hands down. But after that promo, I want Eddie Kingston to win.
Yeah, true.
In my heart, I want him to win, but I know Punk is winning.
Okay.
We got Darby Allin versus MJF.
I think MJF's gonna win.
MJF.
Yeah.
Ah, man.
He got the pinnacle. I mean, why not use him?
Yeah, he got Sting.
I mean, he does have a bat, so.
Yeah, and he doesn't leave home without it.
Mm.
You know what? I'm just gonna go wing it and go with Darby.
Okay.
You got Lucha Brothers versus FTR for the AEW Tag Team Championships.
I mean, what I want is the FTR to win.
Me too.
But I don't think so.
I'm just gonna say I'll take FTR.
Okay.
We got the Inner Circle: Jericho, Hager, Sammy Guevara, Santana, Ortiz versus Men of the Year: Ethan Page, Scorpio Sky, and American Top Team with Junior Dos Santos, Andrew Arlola, and Dan Lambert. I don't know if I say that.
I think the Inner Circle is going to take it because then that'll be 1-1, right?
Yep.
So yeah,
it'll be 1-1. I don't care about that rivalry, to be honest with you. If they actually had decent wrestlers in American Top Team, I would be more interested. But those guys are not good.
It's not even that they don't have character.
They robotics.
Piece of paper.
Yeah, they're like the robot. Remember the full. What was it? The Royal Flush Gang in Batman Beyond, the one the one ace dude that was just a robot.
Oh yeah,
That's what they are.
That was a hell of a reference. They just call them vanilla midgets, but they're not midgets.
That too. You're gonna just call them vanilla midgets. There you go.
Because they just dudes. They don't have a wrestling personality. That's why I don't care.
Yeah, I think the girl has more personality than all the guys. Yeah,
she's very good at putting her foot in her mouth, though. So
there you go.
I enjoy that.
She probably can put her foot in her mouth.
Go ahead, keep saying stupid stuff.
All right, Bryan Danielson versus Miro for AEW Championship Elimination Final.
I mean, I don't really care who wins. Honest, I'm just being honest, but I think the American Dragon will take the match.
You know what crazy thing? I think Bryan's winning as well, but if they go with Hangman winning this title, I think Miro makes more sense.
Well, yeah, because he won't be fighting against Kenny. I get that.
Yeah. Other than that, I got Daniel Bryan. Dr. Britt Baker, DMD versus Ty Conti.
Is it for the title?
For the title.
It'd be cool. I mean, she's been Ty Conti has like at least she made it to a point where it wouldn't be like, who the hell is that?
Yeah.
Because they've done the work to at least showcase her. So if she won, it'd be a surprise, yes, but like it wouldn't be like out of nowhere. You know what I mean? So with that said, why not? Go ahead.
Ty Conti.
Ty Conti.
You know what? I like her. So yeah, I'm gonna go with her because I like her. But I have all right. My gut says Britt Baker retains, but I will like to see Ty Conti take the title.
Mm-hmm.
And then the main event, AEW World Championship, Kenny Omega versus Hangman Page.
Oh, is there any other outcome except Hangman Page winning?
Nah, I feel like this is the time you have to drop. You have to give the title to Hangman right now.
Yeah,
he's your guy right now.
So let's see it happen.
All right. So we'll wrap this up. This is the Wrestling Babble podcast. Follow us the easiest way is on Spotify, Red Cyclone Inc. You get all our podcasts on there, the weekly Wrestling Babble and Gets Better, I swear, and the monthly, the Morphicast, Not a Trekkie, the Game of Rage podcast, and Shell Shock. We do have the Morphin Cast and Game of Rage up now, so definitely give a listen when you get a chance. Follow me on Instagram, Tumblr, Twitter, YouTube, SoundCloud, and Instagram. YouTube, SoundCloud, and Twitch TV, all marked with the mic, and follow Red Cycle Inc.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Is that the Rough Riders? No. Check us out. Stop. Drop. Make sure you check us out anywhere. Red Cyclone Inc. That is Twitter, Tumblr, and Instagram. That is YouTube. That is also SoundCloud and Spotify. And we have a WordPress. So check it out.
Yep. And always remember, follow the Jinkies.
Because he's got sandwiches he's not supposed to have.
So slap him on his hands.
I don't know who gave it to him. But he got him.
You got him. Stop him. All right. Peace out. Laters.